Hi, I'm Scott Engel, Managing Director of RotoExperts.com. As you already know, if you've been watching these videos all season, I am the king, I am fantasy, but I need to remind you of that today, especially if you're having problems at catcher. If you drafted Jesus Montero, if you went with my advice to go with Rob Brantley, that's turned out to be a bust. You need help at catcher. I have 5 guys you may be able to pick up or acquire on the cheap. When Jesus Montero went down for the Seattle Mariners to Tacoma, where he might be for a while, learning to play first base possibly, some assumed or hoped that Mike Zunino would get called up. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen because after a hot start at AAA, Zunino has cooled off considerably. So the Mariners are left with Kelly Shoppach. If you have Jesus Montero and you need to cut him, or you need to replace him, or you just need a number 2 catcher, Shoppach can at least be a stopgap for you. He does have decent power. He might not be able to hit for the best batting average, but the guy is going to get a lot of at-bats and give you some pop. You could do a lot worse if he plays consistently. Austin Romine is off to a terrible start with the New York Yankees, but this top prospect in their system is going to get the chance to play, and you want guys that are going to play regularly. The Yankees can't use Chris Stewart. Maybe they can bring back Ron Hassey and, turn him into something good like they're doing with Vernon Wells and Lyle Overbay, etc. But I doubt it'll happen. They're going to give Austin Romine a chance to play into form at the major league level. You should take a chance. You should at least pick up Romine and bench him because he could start hitting anytime soon. He was doing pretty well in the minors before he got called up. Some fantasy players actually get so busy that they tend to overlook the obvious sometime, or they just go to their free agent lists and they sort by the last 7, 14 days, year to date, and they fail to realize that Monty Grandal has not played this season because he's been suspended. He's about to return, but believe it or not, Grandal is a free agent in a lot of leagues. He might split some playing time with Nick Hundley when he comes back to the team around the end of May, but Monty Grandal, if you need help at catcher and he's out there as a free agent, believe it or not, he may be, you better snatch him up now. For many years with the Pittsburgh Pirates, we believed if Ryan Doumit could only stay healthy, he would give us good numbers. Ryan Doumit is finally staying healthy, but he's not doing anything at the plate, which is why a lot of people are going to cut him, which is why you should pick him up. Doumit is off to a mediocre start, but he's a lot better hitter, I believe, than he's shown early. And in the long run, I believe he's at least not going to hurt you. He's going to give you some extra base power, and you can do a lot worse. Look, you're desperate here. That's why you're watching this video. If you're in desperate mode, pick up Ryan Doumit. A golden retriever is a lot more than a dog. Lenny Melnick would be very proud of this type of reference. You want to be the golden retriever in your fantasy league. You want to retrieve that golden guy that is going to help your catching problems, a player who might even be getting cut in some leagues. Evan Gattis is not getting the playing time. The Braves have nowhere to put him. Some fantasy players are going to cut him, but Brian McCann is made of glass. He's Cliff Floyd at catcher. You know Brian McCann's going to get hurt, and when he does, Evan Gattis is going to get back in the lineup. So pick him up if somebody cut him, or try to swing a small trade for him. Evan Gattis still can be the solution to all your catcher problems. For more great ad drop recommendations, check out the RotoExperts.com exclusive Edge Fantasy Baseball package available on the front page right now. Catch a Wave with Tim McCullough gets you set up every week to hit the waiver wire.